1, wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Boy, look at him. I done said this before, but I'ma say it one more time for the folk in the back. Stop talking about how them people over there doing you. Stop talking about how they talking to you. Stop talking about how they walking you like a dog. Stop talking about how they disrespecting you. Stop talking about how they don't honor and don't value you. And get away from them. Why are you still connected to folk that you know for a fact is not good for you? What you holding on for? At this point, it's like you a glutton for pain. When you know that they don't value you, when you know that they don't respect you, when you know that they don't honor you, then cut them loose. Point blank, period. Get up out of there. Stop complaining about how they treat you and get away from them.
Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Well, hello. Hello, everyone. Did you guys miss me? New computer, different settings. I got to adjust the settings. It's way, way, way too dark out here. Hopefully you guys can see me. I am running my lights. I'm not sure what's wrong with the video, but we'll figure it out. So good morning, everyone. I missed you guys immensely. I've been kind of doing some research on another particular case, and we're going to be discussing a little bit about that case. I'm not going to go too much. I don't know why my internet. Hold on, let me look and see if I'm having some internet issues. Usually it says you have great, excellent connection, but on my end, it's telling me I'm not. I'm not sure what that is. Anyways, if I start hiccuping, I apologize. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning so far. Monday, a great start. Happy Monday. But before we get started too much into this, I want you guys to hear from my friend. And it's so cute, right? It's so cute. This girl, I adore. I don't know if you guys have seen her, but you're going to listen to her now. She's so cute. Listen, we're gonna adult with this little kid. She's got such great personality. Hello, why are you not spinning? There we go. Of course.
Yeah. You know what time it is? Time for the quote of the day. Treat people the way you want
I don't know why it's hiccuping. What's going on with my internet?
to be treated. Talk to people the way you want to be talked to. Respect is earned, not given. Always try to be a better person than you were yesterday. Love you all. Bye. Hey, everybody. Look at my face, my brothers, and my makeup.
All right, we got to go over to the next one. We'll start from the beginning. Why does it do that,
Had a
eh?
good weekend. You know what time it is? Time for the quote of the day. Be yourself. People don't have to like you, and you don't have to care. Love you guys so much. Rah, rah, rah. What's up?
No, that's not so stinking cute. You don't like what they say about you, but you don't have to care. I love that. I ran across that. Somebody had sent that to me, and then I sent that out to a few of my friends. And then my best friend, and you guys know I stayed the night over at her house the other night. And she ends up, we're sitting there on the, how her living room is they've got a nice, beautiful couch, but there's two recliners and it points toward the TV. So she's in one recliner, I'm in the other recliner. And she's like, did you see this? I'm like, I sent that to you. She goes, no, this is a new one. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I go over there and I find this little girl does this quote of the day, like literally every day. It's just too cute. It's too cute. So whoever the parent is of that child, you must be very, very proud. Or parents, you must be very, very proud. She's a beautiful little girl. It seems like she is smarter than probably about 95% of the adults out there in the world. You know, she's just cute. So anyways, good morning, Julie. We're not going to be able to spend too much time. I've got obligations this morning. I'm not sure how many hours it's going to be, but I can tell you without a doubt, we are definitely going live this afternoon because of one of the cases that I'm covering. Excuse me, my Lord, I can't even talk this morning. I got hiccups. We're going to be discussing a case here in Florida in depth. And I'm going to kind of jump into the case just a little bit here this morning. So good morning, Julie. Good morning, Van Lady. Sonia, nice to see you. Mama Llama, ZA in the house. Who else do we have? We have Princess Mega Elsa. It's nice to see you. Nikki Smalls, Sharon, Just Row, Angie B. Who else do we have? Cranky Pants is in the house. Hold your horses. I love it. Teresa, Swiss Miss, it's nice to see you. Tammy, it's nice to see you as well. Q&A Grandma, good morning. Good morning, Melly Joe. The real me too. It's nice to see you here. Nice, bright, and early this morning. Kathy S. Robert's girl, Nana of 7. Oh, nice to see you guys. I missed you guys. You know that? Justice Jane, it's nice to see you. Cindy. What else do we have? Josie in the house, catching alive this morning. Lacey, just Samantha. Hello, just Samantha. And thank you for reaching out. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. LD, nice to see you. Wow is in the house this morning. I love it. Wow. Oh, Stephanie Michelle, nice to see you. Who else do we have? Who else? Quit hiding in there. Quit hiding in there. Pat, it's nice to see you here this morning. Don't forget to go out there and hit the thumbs up button, Skittles. It's good to see you. Rhonda Roy, Struggles. The struggle is real. Struggle is real. Nice to see you here this morning. Kathy, Irene, the official Nikki. Sheila, I'm so sorry. I did not notice that you were at church yesterday morning. I didn't even see your comment there. I saw Mike Stevens and I responded to Mike and I didn't even see yours there until it was almost over. So I wanted to give you a shout out. It was fun. I decided to stay here and watch church from home yesterday. And one of our beautiful mods got an opportunity to sing a beautiful song. And so I tuned in and Sheila and Mike Stevens decided to attend church with me. So we all got to attend church yesterday together online. It was fun. It was a great message and good music. It's always good music. So Lady 7 Up, it's nice to see you. Kathy Blanks, nice to see you. M.E. Mary Jane. Who else do we have? Stephanie Michelle. I think I said good morning. So I think I got everybody this morning. It is, again, nice to see you here. Let me go over here to where I start because we've got a few cases going on that I'm looking into. And one of those cases is this right here. And this is kind of the stuff I'm not even quite ready. I got some preliminary information to provide to you guys about this case, but that's about it. There we go. So if you guys don't know what this is, so this is in Pinellas. This is a well-known plastic surgeon here in Florida that was just arrested, and he was arrested for murdering a local attorney. So what's going on with this plastic surgeon, this Florida plastic surgeon? He's 44 years old, and there he is. This is the surgeon right here, the doctor, a well-renowned plastic surgeon, does a lot of augmentations, liposuction, anything to beautify a female body. Apparently he is very good at what he does. So what is going on here? Why would this amazing plastic surgeon be getting arrested for the murder of the attorney? The attorney, that guy next to him is an attorney. And there's a couple lawsuits going on right now with this plastic surgeon. And we're going to discuss those in just a minute and why this case, let me be honest with you, gives me chills. It really gives me chills. So this is, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but I have to assume his name is pronounced Thomas. It's Tomasz. That's the way I have to understand that his name is pronounced. I don't know if that's the way it's pronounced or not, but his name is Thomas. His name is Steve. Plastic surgeon, attorney. Okay, plastic surgeon and attorney. So why did this happen? So Thomas, this guy in the orange jumpsuit here, is accused of murdering this man. They had a lawsuit. So he was a surgeon. He came from another practice, the Pinellas County, I believe it was Lawfer Institute of Plastic Surgery off US 19 in Pinellas County in Dunedin. It's in Dunedin. And he went over there. The problem is that their billing practices were causing the clients a lot of grief. They didn't like the billing practices because of the billing and how it was being conducted. There was a lot of his clients that were very upset and started putting out negative comments about his work and lying and actually targeting this doctor because of the billing practices. So this doctor here sues the plastic surgery company that he works for, and he's suing them for negligence, breach of contract, and fraudulent misrepresentation. And he started that lawsuit, I believe, back in 2019. Well, you fast forward to 2021, and one of his clients are now suing him in court for malpractice. And this is the attorney, or this guy, I should say, works for the law firm that is representing the defendants in the matter. This attorney, Steve Cozy, works at Blatchard Law Group, again, representing the defendants that are suing this man here, this doctor, Thomas Kozokowski. I can't even pronounce it. It's Kasowski. So Koskowski, I think maybe it might be the pronunciation of his last name. Anyways, he's a doctor that lives in Tarpon Springs. So I decided to do some, just some preliminary. Let me just read this article to you guys about this particular case. The Florida plastic surgeon has been charged with murdering a lawyer who vanished from his office during a bathroom break last week. So listen to how brazen this plastic surgeon was. Now, if what they're saying is true, and he truly did this, he actually went to the plastic surgeon's office, the law firm's office, went into the bathroom and waited for this man to kill him in the office bathroom. That is correct, to the law firm. I don't know how he would have been able to pull that off, but that is what is being alleged. So listen to this. A Florida plastic surgeon has been charged with murdering a lawyer who vanished from an office during a bathroom break last week and who worked for the firm representing defendants in a lawsuit filed by the doctor. Thomas Roman Kosowski, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Let me see if I can pull this up just a little bit bigger so you guys can read it. There we go. Thomas Roman, I can't pronounce that name. Somebody's going to have to call in whenever I open the phones, and you're going to have to explain how to pronounce that last name. Was arrested Saturday in Tarpon Springs after police searched his home. Authorities did not say if the body of the attorney, Stephen Cozy, 41, has been found. So we don't even know if the attorney's body has been found. He just disappeared and never came home again. Our greatest fear were realized. My husband and my best friend was stolen from us. Cozy's husband, Michael Montgomery, wrote on Facebook. Stephen Cozy was the kindest, funniest, most brilliant man I ever met. I knew he was the one from the day that we had our first date. I only ever wanted to protect him and make him happy. I know I will see him again one day. Cozy seemingly vanished into thin air on March 21st. That's how soon this is. We're at what's today, March 27th? So 6 days ago, this man just seemingly vanished. When he left his desk to use the men's restroom at Blatchard Law, leaving behind his keys, wallet, and phone. Security cameras did not show him leaving the building, but police say there was a strong chemical odor in the men's bathroom of the office and small drops of blood. A subsequent forensic investigation revealed a significant amount of blood in the same bathroom. So yes, this murder is allegedly took place in his office building, in Steve's office building, in the law firm. This doctor snuck into this law firm and waited it out for this attorney to come into the bathroom and then killed him. Largo police detectives began looking for a suspicious person and vehicle that were seen at the office building the same time as the victim. So now they already have some most likely surveillance showing this person in the vehicle. This led the investigation to obtain a search warrant on Thomas's residence in Tarpon Springs. Evidence obtained from the search warrant led to the vehicle stop of Thomas on Saturday, March 25th in Tarpon Springs. There he is. Right there. 44 years old, a very well-known plastic surgeon, ends his entire career over a civil suit. Thomas went to Dartmouth Medical School and specialized in breast reconstruction, was in the process of suing Laufer Institute of Plastic Surgery or negligent. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Sorry, guys. It just dropped on me. I'll have to check it and get back to you. The suit alleges that the office's insurance billing practices infuriated patients who then posted negative reviews about him online, even calling him a butcher. Now, imagine this. This is your livelihood. And you're a very good plastic surgeon, and you do a wonderful and excellent job. And now you got people, because of medical billing practices of the company that hired you, now calling you a butcher and targeting you because they don't like the billing practices. Thomas, who was sued in small claims court by one of the disgruntled patients, claimed in his complaint against the company that his promising young career has essentially been obliterated and that his income had plummeted. It appears the defendants had some sort of vendetta against Dr. K and may have even conspired together to intentionally harm Dr. K, the suit claims. Court records show that Blatchard represented the defendants in the suit, though it was not clear if Cozy was involved in the case. Cozy has been with an associate attorney at the small law firm since 2018, 2 years after he graduated from Stetson University College of Law. And again, this is the doctor. Seems normal, seems fun, seems energetic and outgoing. In the days before the arrest, Cozy's mother and husband had taken to social media asking for help to find him. As a family, we are frantic, worried, and numb with fear over Stephen's disappearance, Cozy's mother, Lois said in a statement to WFLA. The outpour of love and support from people who know and care for Stephen has brought out comfort, she added. Right now, we need information and fact. Cozy's husband had posted photos of the couple on the Facebook. The love of my life is missing since Tuesday. We will not stop until we bring him home, Montgomery wrote in one post. In another, he said, I'm going to find you. So just a really, really sad case here in Florida. It sounds like a dispute over plastic surgery, medical practices, billing practices has really, erupted to such a point where it's boiled over, where now an aspiring attorney is dead and an amazing plastic surgeon is now behind bars accused of that attorney's murder. So I started doing some, research on the Laufer Institute of Plastic Surgery in Clearwater and decided just to take a look. And here's their website so we can all have an idea of, what they do. So this is the Laufer Institute. Again, this is in off of US 19 in Dunedin. And, it just goes over some of the stuff: face and neck, breast procedure, body procedure, hair restoration. They have a Bellafield fill procedure, a med spa, a before and after gallery. And then they got some stuff on the gallery. So I don't want to go in there in case there's some I didn't check the photos out before I popped them up. So want to make sure that we don't do anything that might get us in trouble, especially because people are just waiting for us to screw up, right? But they'll never get us. So the Laufer Institute of Plastic Surgery, LIPS or LIPS, was born out of our vision to give you, our patients, an unparalleled experience of total cosmetic care by the best and most devoted staff and facility like no other in the state of Florida. The practice is centered on our cosmetic surgery center, which is located at the third or top floor of our institute. At Laufer Institute of Plastic Surgery, we have fully equipped and state-of-the-art in-office operating rooms that are safe, private, and meet nationally recognized standards. We are accredited by AASF. The operating rooms are designed to perform only cosmetic surgery. This design offers privacy, continuity of care, and significant cost savings to patients. Most importantly, it's a completely safe alternative to having a procedure performed at a surgical center or hospital. Our recovery rooms are adjacent to the OR and allows our patients to watch the captivating view of our surrounding lake and natural preserve. So again, there you go. We're going to go through meet the doctors. What kind of doctors are there? You have Dr. Laufer and Dr. Hagen. So these must be the two main doctors. Obviously, we know that Dr. Thomas Roman was working there. So again, I just wanted to go over, give you guys a full idea of what this is, who this is. And let's go over here. And what does it say here? Check back often for information about upcoming events, monthly specials, news, the latest anti-aging skincare treatment, laser technologies, and new products. Return patient loyalty discount program, 15% off surgeon fees for additional procedures. Refer a friend. Eligible patients receive $100 toward their procedure. Cosmetic surgery decision, $10 off for booking surgery within 3 days of consultation. Procedures with surgeon fees over $2,000. So that is the Laufer Institute of Plastic Surgery. Again, this is the institute that Dr. Thomas was suing at the time. This attorney, Stephen Cozy, disappeared. And we're starting this off at the beginning. So, we're really taking this case, looking into it. We've already started filing some paperwork, on this to get some information back. Blatchard Law Group. This is the law group that the attorney, the attorney that disappeared, went to. So this is interesting. This is the law firm that he worked through. So what do? Helping good people through tough times is what they state on their website here. So we're just going to go through this kind of like what we did for the plastic surgeon office. A compassionate firm that delivers results. Our office is conveniently located in central Pinellas County, close to both Clearwater, Tampa, and St. Petersburg. The Blanchard Law Group PA core values are integrity, respect, and empathy. We treat every person with respect they deserve. It is our purpose to exceed expectations from initial consultation through your case conclusion. At the Blatchard Law Group, our success is predicated on the personal attention we give our clients and their legal issues. We are attuned to handling the most complicated of bankruptcies for both individual and businesses, and we put our clients' interests first and foremost always. So that's on under their about. So the services listed on their website are bankruptcy, tax revolution, contract, and business law. So they are a civil, a civil type of law firm. So anybody that has those practices or those needs would be able to use this. Let's look at their testimonies. Let's look at their testimonies. So Jake is a down-to-earth attorney that empathizes with people and strategizes plans that work with his client. Jake understands debt and collection practices can be scary to some folks, and that bankruptcy is too big and stressful life event for people facing it. And Jake takes that very seriously. Empathy, guidance, and quality protection for what Blatchard Law is known for, and aligns with Jake and his team's values that came from an anonymous bankruptcy client. So this was basically about Jake Blanchard. Let's see here. I wouldn't, and you shouldn't trust any other attorney when going through bankruptcy life event. Jake used his own a repo and recovery business and decided that his purpose was to help people. So he moved into bankruptcy law and did exactly that. So it doesn't seem like any of the smaller attorneys. So it sounds like they had two head attorneys. That's the way our design for our law firm was at one time. We had teams. So we had the main lawyer, and then we had teams underneath the lawyer. But our main lawyer was the one that went to court and argued these cases. But like even my team, I had an attorney that was above me. I was the paralegal, and then I had the legal assistant below me. And that was our setup, but it was very rare that the attorney on my team would ever go to court. It was all the work behind the scenes that the main attorney couldn't do because he was in court all the time. So that might be the same type of design for this. So I decided to go through the process of looking up these cases. I mean, through the articles, we learned that Thomas was suing the plastic surgery office, and that one of his clients was then suing him. So I decided, well, maybe I can look into this case and see if there's anything to it. And sure enough, there's the three cases right there. There's his, first degree murder charge case now. Then you see the medical malpractice and the negligence. So the medical malpractice, the negligence was filed. This is the one that where he's suing the plastic surgery company. That was in 2019. He's saying that they've reached the contract and everything like that. And then Jamie Nicole Plump is now suing him as of 2021 for a variety of things. And so I'm not going to go into these cases too much for you right at the moment. We're going to be talking about those more in depth this afternoon when I get back from my meetings this morning. And we're going to go over all of that because these cases are interesting cases, and they all go together in this particular, because it's these other two cases that really led up to why Thomas lost his stuff and ended up killing that attorney. I think he was desperate. He worked his entire life to get this reputation about him. And because he decided to work for a company that didn't have his values in mind, basically destroyed his reputation. But instead of taking it out on the plastic surgery office that ruined his reputation, he takes it out on an innocent attorney that's representing or works for the law firm representing some victims. So I don't know. And it's very unclear. Is this law firm, Blatchard Law, are they representing the people suing Thomas, or are they representing Thomas? Because they talk about defendants to the case. Well, depending on which case, like for the malpractice case, he's the defendant. For the negligence case, he's the plaintiff. So there's the confusion right there. I'm looking for it. Is that Ricky? Did I hear Ricky Beavers in the house? Good morning, Ricky. I saw that you called. I tried to call you, and then I realized I think you live in a different time zone than I do. And I apologize if I called too early. I just wanted to make sure I returned your call on Sunday. But I've been here so busy that I didn't have a chance to speak with you. So let me pull this back because I don't want you seeing this report that I have on Thomas. because, I pulled a report for both Steve and Thomas, but it lists their phone numbers, their addresses, background information that I don't feel is necessarily appropriate for our show this morning. But I did want to let you know that we are looking in to every possible avenue. I can kind of see, what the motive may have been. I think it's just that this doctor was tired, he worked his life to get to this point, and he's probably losing everything because his finances plummeted because of making a horrible decision to work for this plastic surgery office. And of course, it being here in Florida, everybody here in Florida wants to have plastic surgery. I don't quite get it. I've never been one for plastic surgery, but quite frankly, even I, as I'm aging, considering, a lift here, a tuck here, a pinch here, right? So you're constantly looking at your body. You got these, horrible about, social media, in my opinion, is social media, it's even, why is this thing, I can't, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I should be just fine on my internet. So I'm going to turn this off and turn it back on. So just be patient with me. Hopefully that fixes the problem. I don't know. It's showing me that my internet is down, and I've got 500 gig, or, my speed should be good. What's my time? So we're still doing good on time. So I'm going to open up the phone line a little bit on here. And now that I got this new computer, what is going on with my internet? It's really irritating me. Why am I not having a good connection? Give me just a second, guys. Let me refresh. I don't know what's going on here. I should not be having these issues unless it can't handle all these windows I have open. And if they can't handle the windows that I have open, then I need to send this back. I don't like issues with my computers. That's the one thing I can't stand, is issues with my computer. But right now it seems like it's running fine. But anyways, so I did some deep dives, some background checks into both of these people, into the assailant as well as the victim. Thomas is the doctor, and he is the one accused of murdering Steve Cozy, which is the attorney that worked for the law office that was representing defendants. Again, there's two cases going on with Thomas. One was for negligence, breach of contract, and fraudulent misrepresentation. And that's where Thomas was suing Laufer Institute of Plastic Surgery, the institute that hired him to work. That basically, in the eyes of Thomas, he feels like it was this institute that really destroyed his reputation because of their billing practices that drove the clientele through the roof. And then in 2021, that same doctor, Thomas Kozowski, was being sued by one of his patients for malpractice. So those things were going on. It sounds like this guy just snapped and went to the law firm, went inside the law firm, waited out in the bathroom, and then killed this attorney in the bathroom, and then cleaned it up before leaving the law firm. Pretty weird stuff, huh? Who knew? And that came right from here. I mean, that's here in Florida. So there's a couple other things, because I haven't been online for, about a week. I think I only did, when I went to Georgia, I did that live, and I did a couple things here, especially when I ran out of coffee. I didn't know if the blender would work to crush the coffee or not, but I figured I needed to try. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't want to show you right there. I didn't want to use that. I didn't want to, I didn't know. And I needed coffee and I didn't feel like going to the store. I didn't want to leave. Everybody's like, why did you just, go up to the Starbucks? Because the problem was I didn't want to leave. And every time I have to order coffee here, I'm paying like $10 or $12 just to have it delivered here from right down the road. So I was having a hard time justifying going out of the house. So I ended up searching the house, found a blender, found some coffee beans, and we ended up having coffee. But here's one of the posts that came in a few days ago, and I didn't have an opportunity to discuss it with you. This is more on the Brian Kohberger stuff. This is upsetting to me. Many of you guys know that there's a whole bunch of Reddit pages and discussion groups on Reddit and whatnot. What is going on? Why am I having such lighting issues behind me? I don't know if I like this camera. I'm very big on cameras, but it just seems like the lighting is all off behind me. I don't have to have a light behind me to light up this room. It's crazy. Anyways, I find, and here's the problem. I don't care. Let me put my big face on here so people can see my face and let me talk to the people. I don't care if you believe Brian Kohberger is innocent or not. I don't care. I don't care about how you process your stuff to get to that point that Brian Kohberger is innocent. I don't care. I don't care if you think he's guilty, like me. I don't care. What I care about is that people, nasty people, okay, nasty people. Let me just be honest with you. Let me call them out by name. Reflection negative. I don't know who you are. On the Brian Kohberger Moscow Reddit, I don't know who you are, but let me just tell you very, very, very pointedly, I don't like you, and I think you're disgusting, and here's why. I don't give a rat's ass whether you believe this man is guilty or innocent. What we know for a fact, is that the Gonzalez family, the Mogan family, the Kernodle family, and the Chapin family have lost a lot. They lost their children. I don't even want to know what they are going through. I could care less whether people think Brian Kohberger is innocent or guilty. I don't care. But what we do know is that 4 children are dead. 4 children. And unless you have experienced what it's like to lose a child, I don't think anybody with any that's respectable in any way, shape, or form could ever talk to a parent of a dead child that was murdered in their sleep, that did absolutely nothing to anybody. And this is the kind of garbage you think you're entitled to post? Gonzalez's latest publicity stunt. They're trying to find answers for their dead child. And I guarantee the asshole, and I'm going to say that, the asshole that had the audacity to post something that appalling, Gonzalez's latest publicity stunt, obviously has never lost a person close to them in their life. I don't care whether you think he is innocent or guilty. You have no right to disrespect a family that has lost so much while you sit behind your stinking computer having your crackpot theories because you don't believe this monster is a monster. That is not my problem. But let me tell you, your integrity sucks. Who you are as a person sucks. And quite frankly, you shouldn't be posting until you lost somebody close to you. Because I guarantee you lose somebody close to you, you have somebody murdered. Nothing's a publicity stunt. It's seeking answers. So the nasty ass people, the disgusting, deplorable, despicable people that are shaming a family that's lost so much at the hands of a monster that is clearly a monster even before these murders, you're insane. You're the one with the problem. It's not the Gonzalez family latest publicity stunt. It's yours. So that's my 2 cents. So I'm just going to tell everybody that believes Bryan Kohberger, you can have your belief that Bryan Kohberger is innocent without disrespecting the family of people that lost everything. And yeah, I say everything because when you lose a child, that's exactly how it feels. That's exactly how it feels. So whatever Yahoo wrote this post, you're despicable. Latest publicity stunt, they lost a child. Their child that they paid to graduate school, that graduated school 2 years early, that just bought her Range Rover, that was just going to visit her friend and hang out with her friend and do some innocent university kid stuff. And they deserve to die, and this is a publicity stunt. I don't know if you heard me in the back row. Whoever Reflection Negative is, you're an asshole. So this is also some clarification on Bryan Kohberger. People were stating that Bryan Kohberger had saved a life of a student that was having an asthma attack in Pennsylvania, where he worked as that school security officer, and that information is actually inaccurate. He did not assist nor help this person dying. Actually, what they said is he was the security officer is inaccurate. Another Pleasant Valley School District security officer was actually credited with saving the student having an asthma attack, not BK. However, BK did assist with running to get supplies while the coworker administered CPR. So he did not help. All he did was become a gopher to go get supplies. But hey, you know what? Going to get supplies to free somebody up to give CPR, it could, maybe be, in all fairness, be a joint effort in saving this person's life. While he wasn't the actual one that administered the CPR, it does sound like he was actually there and was helping in some way. So I don't want to diminish Bryan Kohberger's help of saving this person, but he wasn't the one that actually saved the person. Is that it with all my stuff? And then we go into Alex Murdaugh and Stephen Smith, which we're going to break that up. So we're going to break this new case up that's breaking out of Pinellas County. And we're going to start going over some more in-depth stuff on Stephen Smith. Many of you guys know I was in Low Country. I was following the Stephen Smith case. I actually did, nice to see you, Jennifer. I actually did a video on there. I've got Mallory Beach footage. I've got every bit of footage from that area. I just haven't had time to go through it. I haven't had time to pull it off. I do want to tell you guys, I was able to clear off the Samsung. Now I just need to clear off the Apple phone and the MacBook. Well, not this one. The MacBook's in the room. And the MacBook Pro, and we'll be back up and running again with 2 computers. And it'll be good. I have always needed 2 computers, one for here and one for, one for me to take with me to do work. Sometimes when we first started out, I was running videos and doing stuff on this side while running the live on this side. So it does work out well for me to have the 2 computers. And this one here, as many of you guys know, I had bought it brand new. This is my 2-in-1. I love this computer. Never even hardly used it. I used it for 6 months, 2-in-1. It used to bend all the way backwards until Southwestern. Oh, and then everybody kept saying I lied about that too. Southwestern dropped it. It was only a few months old, and they dropped it on the corner, and it killed its warranty. And they refused to replace it, even though it was bad. Well, they shouldn't say they refused to replace it. What had happened was this happened when we went to go see when we went to cover the case of Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner out in Utah, this was the computer I had, and I checked the bag. I checked it with Southwest. Well, they ended up throwing the bag and dropping my computer and busting it. And I called them up and filled out the report, but I was supposed to do something. I ended up jumping on another plane and going to and doing some other projects. I think it was Summer Wells possibly, and lost track of it. So I never got reimbursed for that computer. This computer since then has shut down. Like it'll run live and then just shut, the whole computer will just shut down for no reason. Just boom, done. So it's a good computer. Never really, I mean, even it didn't break the screen or anything like that, but I can't keep it powered on. So that computer I can't even use. I looked at what it was going to be for a motherboard in that computer. It's like $700. So that's what I paid for this computer here, was like $800. But I'm not sure if I like it or not. We'll see how it works out. We'll have to see if I can get my 2 programs that I paid money for working on this program, on this computer. So if they can get me up and running, good morning, Christine. They can get me up and running on this computer, then I'll keep it. If not, I'm sending it back and getting a full refund and buying another computer. I mean, I love that 2-in-1. It's just that 2-in-1 is very expensive to Inspiron. Like this is a 3,000. That was a 7,000. And that's, I think that's my first one that I had was 17 inches. Hey, you know what? I have to compete with JLR and his lawsuits. What can I say? Right? I got to have some way to compete, right? I have banned Mike from talking about Big Macs in the chat. I just want to let you know. I know he has a penance for Big Macs, but every time Mike comes into this chat room, I start getting hungry and my stomach starts growling. So we have banned Mike from mentioning Big Macs. I'm just joking. Oh, 3 Flying Doves is in here. Hello, love. I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So we've covered, and you know what? Now that I've got this computer and the audio works, guys, watch this. This is what I'm talking about. Watch this. Let me go to some place where I can play something. Here we go. We'll go here. Why not? Might get dinged, but I don't care. Just for a second.
Years since the murder of 3 young men in Clark County.
What?
Now, on the anniversary of their deaths, the families of those victims are
can.
still hoping for answers.
This is another
Adam
case
Weiner
I'm
has
covering
more.
right here.
It's a gravesite visited often.
It's like he's still here with me, but he can't talk to me.
Gay Edge sometimes visits the Winchester Cemetery between work
You guys
shifts
can hear
to
that,
say
can't you?
hi to her son.
Kind of brings me a closeness to him, and I talk to him about everything that's going on.
And that is on the entire screen feature. Yes. With this, it was at Apple. Apple does not like working with anything. That's why I can't use it. I need something that can work with anything. This is the full, see? Like this is the full screen photo. Remember, I had to go and get the videos, log the videos, back out. And I said it was driving me nuts. I called them up on the phone, told them that I was having these problems. These problems just happened, and it was a glitch with the Mac. It was a glitch with the Mac. It's on their end. It's on StreamYard's end, but it's because it's a Mac computer. And so it wouldn't let me to share my entire screen. I've been sharing my entire screen for 2 years, and then all of a sudden I can share the entire screen, but I can no longer play the audio. Like the audio won't work unless I use different settings on the MacBook. I don't have to do that with this. MacBooks are just they're too much. They're too much. They don't like working with nothing unless you pay for something to make it work with something else. You know, then you're good. Then you're good. Yeah, perfect audio. Exactly. So, you know, I love the Mac. I gotta say, the Mac products, they're really put together well. I don't dispute that. I hate the functionality of it. They have convinced the population that it's easier with and maybe it is with some productivity stuff, but for video editing, being a content creator, I will not use MacBook Pro for any of that. Maybe videos. I'll do videos on iMovie. Okay. So And you know what? We set up that whole new number to call in instead of my regular phone number because it would not let me use my audio. Remember that? So I had to set up a whole new number. Guess what? None of that was necessary if I just had a Windows product, right? That's frustrating. Again, extra time wasted for nothing. Not a big fan of Apple products. I never had them. So I went through, I gave it, everybody can acknowledge I did give it a whirl. Remember when I first started out, I didn't know how to use the damn computer. I've learned a lot. Now I'm kind of fluent in both Mac and Windows product, so it was a good learning experience. But because of what I do, I know what works and what doesn't, and I know how long it's supposed to take me to get work done. At this point, you should know how long it's going to take you to put together an 8-minute video. Okay, we've been doing this. It's not a first rodeo. And when I go from from 20 or 30 minutes to an hour and a half, there's a big difference there, a huge difference. Something's not working right. So for those that run offices, I'm sure it's great. You can sync all your stuff. They can play back and forth from the computer to your phone. You can work that way. Those are great features, but they're not features that help me. So let's open up the phone lines. I almost want to open up the phone lines on the old on the old number just because I can, but I don't even have that account set up on here yet. I need to still set up all my Google accounts, right? Let's see, we can sign in. Don't want to dox anybody. This is going to be fun. Our first time back on the phones. Should be interesting. Let's see. Shall we? There you guys. The phones are on. So call Bullhorn Betty. You haven't seen me for a week. Call in. Say hi to me. Tell me what you think about the plastic surgeon. If you guys have been researching it, because we are going to be covering the case. So it's a good idea to start researching it. If you guys like sleuthing and stuff like that and putting together a puzzle, this is the one. This is for the Pinellas County plastic surgeon that's now arrested and accused of killing an attorney, a doctor and attorney. These are people of great brains and processes and why they like, did this doctor truly go in here and actually think he was going to get away with this? I agree with you, Ricky. That is the problem right there. So and that's what I didn't realize. Everybody kept saying, if you do this, they're such great products. And they are great products. I want to be very, the quality of the construction is great. It truly is. It is a great quality product. It's just not a great functioning product. When you've got to fight and have to pay for every little thing just to get this phone to work with everything else, it's not something you should do. No. You should have something that wants to work with everything else because you need it to work with everything else. You shouldn't have to be spending $34 a month to get your phone to work the way another service works. I'm sorry. You just shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to pay money to have standard things work as they're supposed to work on your iPhone. That's the problem I have. And I'm going to keep driving down this because I want people to realize if you've only used Apple products, you are missing an entirely, a whole nother world. If all you have used is Apple products or you used Windows products back in the day, Windows is not the same. I'm telling you, you can do a lot with Windows. In my opinion, a hell of a lot more than on MacBook Pro or on the Apple phones. Much easier and cheaper with other products. Our call-in number is 724-249-6140. Again, 724-249-6140. This is related. You know who I haven't seen in here? Haven't seen Mama Bullhorn. Sentencing for a man who walked out of the courtroom before the jury found him guilty. Got a lot of stuff going on here. Man on bike hit by SUV. And somebody's alarm is going off. Did I tell you guys? You know how I don't know how many people know this. Good morning, Jazz King. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Pebbles. Dottie, Diesel Roddy Puppy. I'm okay. If it's a little dark behind me, it's because this is the new computer. It's got different settings on it, and I gotta try to lighten it up, or maybe I'll just replace the fan. That's the problem. So I don't know how many of you guys have been with me or how long you guys have been with me for, but many of you guys know I do a lot of stuff with my county. I kind of, I haven't, back in 2018, between 2018 and 2020, it was, I was pretty well known in this county for a lot of the stuff that I did. And long story short, it put me in a position where my county commissioners knew me. I kept moving forward, moving up, and really legislating, for our residents here of this county. And one of those things, one of the injustices that I saw in this county was red light cameras. While I've had a ticket in the past from a red light camera, but it's not something that really affected my everyday life, to be honest with you. I didn't get tickets. I think maybe one. Or two, maybe I think they may have been not even mine. They might have been my ex-husband's. So, but I always knew how it worked. You'd go through a light. No officer was there. All of a sudden, you're mailed this ticket, right? You're mailed this ticket, and you got to pay. And if you don't pay, your license will be suspended. And if you're pulled over again, you'll go to jail from a camera, because they said. Now, there's no evidence that I'm even behind the wheel of this car. No evidence that I'm behind the wheel of this car. However, if I don't pay this, I could lose my license and go to jail. That's pretty scary. Now, you take this thing, now let's put it in a different perspective. Say you're a single mom, okay? You've got kids. You're in the process of moving from one resident to another resident. You get a ticket. It goes to the old residence. You're a mom of 3 young children. You're driving down the road. Maybe you make an illegal turn. You're pulled over by a cop. You are arrested and taken to jail because of a red light camera. Yeah, because you moved from the home that they sent the ticket to. You had no idea that there was even a ticket. And now you are getting arrested on the side of the road with your 3 young children in the car because you didn't even know you had a red light camera ticket. Those were real things that were happening. So in my county, I went to my Board of County Commissioners in 2020, and I asked them to start removing the red light cameras. And some of them were on board. They didn't like the red light cameras, but they at least agreed to look into it. And not only did they took it seriously too. They looked into it and they did some certain research on it, and they did a study on it. And they talked to our sheriff, my wonderful sheriff, Rick Wells. And Rick acknowledged, along with the study, acknowledged that these red light cameras do not help with safety. They haven't lowered any automobile accidents. So everything that they're here to do, the red light cameras are here to do, they're not doing. All they are doing, and listen to this, those red light camera operators get the majority portion of that ticket money. Only a very small sliver actually comes to our county or to the state of Florida. So we're actually installing stuff to make a third-party company money off the backs of people in our county because some bureaucrat thinks that these traffic cameras are going to help save lives. They're not. It's a racket. It's only for money. So I worked very hard to get the red light cameras out of this county, and it took a lot of great people like our county commissioner George Cruz to step up to the plate and actually work it. That means ordering those studies and stuff like that. And then it started coming together. We in 2022 removed the red light cameras permanently from Manatee County. And why am I bringing this up? Why did I just go on this dissertation about red light cameras? Because I was in DC. And I got a ticket from a red light camera. And I'm now on the hook for paying $100. And you know what the problem is? The problem is DC does not have an Andrew Griffin, aka Bullhorn Betty. That's the problem in DC. If I was in DC, this would not be happening. So thought I would I worked too hard here in Manatee County to make sure something like that doesn't happen. And what do you know? I go to DC and that happens. So they need me there. Demanding these red light cameras be removed. This is Betty. Hello? Oh, hold on. Let me allow the microphone. Hold on. This. Hey, hear me. Can you hear me now? Hello? Do we not hear anything? There we are. We got it. Thank you. Good morning.
Hi.
Who are you?
Good.
Where
How
are
are
you
you?
calling from?
Missy from New York. And I just wanted to tell you one thing about red light cameras. My husband got a ticket on a red light ticket for a car, a license plate that he no longer has.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a car from a different state.
Oh, wow.
The plate number was from Delaware, and we live in New York. And he gets this ticket, and the plate is in hold at the county office.
Oh,
it was
wow.
a crazy mess. But I had to fight for like 2 months to get rid of this ticket that we didn't own the car, we don't own the plates, we don't have anything. And then I had to do all this battling just to get rid of this ticket.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but the envelope this came in looked like junk mail. I almost threw it into the recycling without even opening the envelope.
That would have been bad.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, and then it brought all the reasons why I removed the red light cameras here in Manatee County, but
Yep.
It's not a big deal. And I was speeding, and I remember speeding. In this area. I remember doing exactly that and thinking, nobody's on the road. Nobody cares.
Well, this was like a 1920 something little car tooling around, doing a right on red, getting a ticket because I watched it I went to the website and watched it, and I was like, oh my God, we don't own that kind of car.
I know there was one camera. I think it was my ex-husband. He got his red light camera ticket, and it shows him because they actually, if you go in there, you can actually nowadays they show you the actual recording. You go in there and look at the actual recording to see if you violated the law, and he didn't. They actually gave him a red light camera infraction for making a right-hand turn on a red.
Yeah, that's what this person did. And got a ticket for it. And I don't even know who the people were.
Yeah. And so when I called up here, and I'm like, well, he was making a right-hand turn. Like, well, he didn't come to a complete stop. I said, well, maybe you need to go review the video because the video shows he came to a complete stop before making that right-hand turn. They ended up canceling the ticket. But, why should I have to be taking my time to call a red light camera to tell them, hey, you're wrong. We don't owe any money, and having to go through all that over what? Because you made a right-hand turn?
That's what I had to do. And I had to finally, it took me getting a hold of motor vehicle in New York. And one of the girls there looking at the plate going, you know what? The colors are wrong. The colors are opposite on the numbers in the background on the plate. Mm-hmm. That's not a New York State plate. Mm. So it was a Delaware plate that we're getting a ticket for in New York State.
Yeah. Yep. I get it.
So they make mistakes.
All right. Look, Doug, what do you think about the surgeon? Did you watch my skit on the surgeon?
Oh yes, that's crazy.
Isn't it?
Ruin your life over
being killed, and it just I don't get it.
People are nuts.
They're
nuts. The world is crazy.
Yep, and it gets crazier every day.
That's all. I just wanted to tell you about the ticket there.
Okay. Well, you take care and have a great week.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Daddy.
So yeah, that's a little crazy. Nice to see you, Lindsay. I haven't seen you in here. Good morning. It's nice to see you. Leonard Love says, what does Leonard Love says? When I lived in Stockton, California, I got a ticket in the mail. They said I was going 35 miles an hour running a light. I had actually made a right turn while there was cars in front of me. Oh, wow. Yeah, but it's crazy. And there's not any real due process to those tickets either. Like if, for example, if you got pulled over by, say, a cop, they give you a ticket. Well, on the back of the ticket, you have 3 options, and one's actually going before a judge to argue your ticket to either reduce it or have it removed. And with these here, you don't have that option. And listen to this. It says your vehicle was photographed violating District of Columbia's traffic regulations on the date and time listed below. Under district law, the registered owner of the vehicle is liable for payments of fines for violations recorded using an automated traffic enforcement system. So I have to pay this. Now, granted, if I was still married, or a friend or a boyfriend or something like that was driving my car, and say I wasn't there. I know I follow all traffic laws, right? Like a person sitting at home would probably be saying to themselves, maybe moving. I could literally be losing my driver's license right now because I missed the mail, or in the fact that this looked like junk mail. I almost threw this away. I would have been driving on a suspended license for failure to pay a traffic citation that I was completely unaware of. And that to me is very scary. And these laws related to these traffic cameras can be very scary. Nobody deserves to go to jail for a traffic infraction or driving on a suspended license over a traffic infraction, especially one that they had no knowledge of. And that happens each and every day. And I guarantee you check around this country, there has been several people that have gone to jail for driving on a suspended license, getting pulled over after they failed to pay a traffic citation they did not even know that they had. It proves surgeons are truly a butcher. It does. It was claimed in some place that he was a butcher. But the bad part is that apparently, from my understanding, he was an excellent plastic surgeon. And so that was probably, a lot of these surgeons and stuff like that. Like I can look at his face. I can see he takes care of himself. He's probably a narcissist, all about himself. It doesn't appear, I don't even know if he's married. The surgeon doesn't even appear to be married. There's no wife on his public records related to his home. This is Betty.
Hi, Betty. This is Ro.
Hey, Ro. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. What's shaking, baby?
Yep. Well, I need, I'm still waiting on that paperwork about the project that you wanted to start with about the domestic child abuse.
Yes, and as many of you guys know, I took like a week off, and I didn't get that done. I did other things, like I'm still trying to set up we're gonna have a green screen behind here. I've already got green screens. I've been trying to, but I've been down. I haven't been able to do anything. I haven't had Word. I haven't had Excel. I haven't had my editing software. I haven't had my thumbnail software. And so I'm still struggling with that right now. But once I get that all taken care of, I've already got an idea of how I want to. But listen to this. I went and met with one of my county commissioners last week, and he's on our Save Children not coalition. Maybe it is Save Children Coalition. And it's related to our welfare system and our foster care system. And he used to be the chairman of it. So I met with him, and he is he's like, we need a centralized database. I said, have you been watching my channel?
Yeah. I ran it by one of my representatives.
Oh, nice.
Over the weekend. And he's like, give me the paperwork. I said, okay.
Yeah. So I'll start working on that. Today's going to be a little tight because I don't know how long my meeting is going to be. I've got to leave here, and I've got to power down here in about 15 more minutes, and I got to start getting ready to head out of here. So hopefully I'm back here by this afternoon. And if we are, then I want to go into depth with this doctor and lawyer, but we can actually start crafting. I'll start working on that here live, the wording of that, and we'll get that put up in our, So we'll shoot for this week to have that because we've been waiting for it for some time. So we'll shoot for this week to have that letter. We'll shoot, by the end of the week, we'll have that letter produced.
Yeah, because I got to go meet with the governor in a month.
In a month? Oh, we'll have it done this week. We want definitely have something in your hands before you go meet with the governor. But good job. Thank God. And what state are you from?
I'm from Maine.
Maine. Good. That's a good state. Okay, perfect.
Right. Yeah, because we have a couple of incidents that happened, and I think that what you're trying to push would have stopped it.
Yeah. But it seems like those it seems like those states, Maine, New Hampshire, all those states that kind of wrap around down the east side of the coast or the east side of the United States, they seem to have a lot of problems. Now we have problems here in Florida, but the good news is that, we have like the Save Children Coalition and things like that in our area. And that Save Children Coalition is really predominantly for the 12th district. It's not statewide. It's just for our district. And I told him, I said, I really need something that's working because I want a roadmap. And if we're doing stuff right here in our county, I need that roadmap so we can start pushing that out, across the country. And so, I'm working with them, but it seems like we need these coalitions in these areas for these districts. And if we have one coalition per district, which is usually comprised of about 3 counties, 3 or 4 counties, that can really make an impact on a state, in helping with the child welfare laws, as well as the foster care system,
Okay, because I live in the biggest county in Maine, so that'll be a plus.
Oh, yeah. I get it. All right, love. Well, I appreciate it. And Ro, we'll work on it this week. I've got it on the list, and we'll have to just do it live so we make sure that we got the wording and stuff like that. But I'll bring some people up on panel, and we'll just start working on language.
Okay, but make sure you pay that ticket.
Oh yeah, I've got it on my desk. I'm going to pay it today. But I thought it was funny because I work so hard to remove these things from my county, and here I've never had one of these things, especially from a different state. And lo and behold, I open the mail and there's one.
I got one in New York, and my ticket just said speeding. Okay, so I talked to my father, and he was a truck driver. He said, "Don't worry, if you don't go through New York again, don't worry, they'll never find you."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, okay." Well, I did what my father said, and I got picked up right in front of my grandmother's house. And I was arrested for having possession of my driver's license, which I didn't know it was even suspended.
Oh, wow.
So I was 90 days without a driver's license.
I know.
But every time I go to New York, I get nailed for something. So me and New York don't get along.
Well, I promise you next time I go to DC, I'll follow the traffic laws. Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right, you have a good week. Have a good week, and bless you.
All right. God bless you too. Bye-bye.
All righty. Bye.
I find that comical. All right. So I saw that we had some gift memberships. So let me just go over to the other side and we'll go through some of the stuff. We've got Jennifer with some hearts this morning. We've got Kimberly that did a super chat of high five. We got ZA with her membership, her 2-month membership. And God bless ZA for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. Let's see who, let me go up here and see who was, Whoopsie Daisy got a gift. M.E., Taryn, Colleen, and Tutti Fruity, all gifted memberships. Don't forget to tell her thank you. This is Betty.
Hey, Betty, what you baby, honey?
I can barely hear you, dear. You have to speak up.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get off my earbuds, okay?
Oh, I hear you. It must be Ricky. And then Mama Bear, 1, 2, 3, boom, 6-month member. God bless you. Thanks, Betty, for everything you do. Amen. Thank you, Mama Bear. All right, and we'll wait for Ricky.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, take your time. I'm pouring some coffee.
Okay, now can you hear me?
I can hear you much better. Thank you.
Okay. No, thank you. I'm sorry. I did try to call you back. Betty, I don't know what to think about these people in this world. I'm just overwhelmed about all the things that's going on, and like, honestly, within a lot of different things, And Brian, that dude, they said he's the DoorDash.
I don't believe he's the DoorDash. I think that they are starting to come with a lot of different theories now, that there's not been a lot of stuff, because early on in the case, they said that there was a DoorDash delivery guy, that they had already reached out to him. They did not disclose who the DoorDash delivery guy is. We've never heard of Brian Kohberger ever being a DoorDash delivery person. He was a teacher's assistant for Wazoo. That's how he made his money to help pay for his college, as well as give him pocket money. I don't see him doing DoorDash deliveries. I just don't.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. You hear everything.
Yeah, and I was surprised. I actually know what channel that came from, and I was actually surprised that creator would run with that story. But in all, respects, he knew that that's untrue, but ran with the story anyways.
Right. Hey, Betty, that song "Make America Great Again" is really blowing up.
Nice. I did pass that song along, just to let you know.
Well, thank you. And if you can play it on here, it'd be great. The Stan played it for it last night, and he played it off of YouTube. And I've be honest, I've been sharing it on Facebook, and I got it up to 38,000 followers. And
way to go.
Yeah, and 137,000 views. I have over 22,000 plays in Israel, a lot of different countries, and I'm impressed how well that. I didn't think that song would be pushing that hard, but it's doing it all by itself, and people are sharing it, and it's amazing. I'm really impressed. Really
that's shocked. The power of social media. You got a good product, you put it out there, it can be put in front of many people. Like back in the day, the only time anybody, any kind of artist, whether it's an artist, a musician, an actor or actress, the only way you were able to be found was through, headhunters and other people like that. And this day and age with social media, if you have a good quality product and you bring it on social media, it will take off.
Well, it's doing it, and I want to thank God and praise the Lord. And a lot of people have been subscribing to my YouTube channel on my website. I got like 270 people, and I want to get up to 1,000 quick as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you get monetized. Then I found out you got to do 4,000 hours on StreamYard. I thought, wow.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, 4,000 hours. To be honest with you, Ricky, if you got a few creators and did a 4-hour live with several, like say you did a live with say me, Dolly, a couple other creators, and we did that, we could get you your 4,000 watch time hours very quickly.
Well, if there's any way you can help me, I mean, I know you did what you did on getting that song to the right person. I'd like to go to a rally that's close by me, and maybe if you're around to get you to go with me, I want to take my PA equipment up and set it up.
Oh yeah, I could definitely help you with that.
And start playing the song, start singing that song.
Yeah,
at the rally.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we could that could definitely be done. I can if there is one close by you, I'll introduce you to a lot of people.
Well, that would be awesome, Betty, and God bless you, and thank you for everything that you do. You're just amazing, and hey, I'm one of your fans. I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
And I believe in you, and God believes in you, and you got people out here who believes in you, and
not only that, he called, and people may dog me and whatever. I try to keep the politics off here, but the organization in which I am associated with, he called out 3 times on stage in Texas. So,
wow,
that's something you don't get back. You don't ever come back from. He actually shouted out the organization right there from the stage 3 different times in his speech.
I listened to that the other day. Do you know Dan Patrick by chance?
Dan Patrick?
Yeah, he's in Texas. He is the lieutenant governor.
The lieutenant governor and Dan Patrick. He actually he's a really nice, energetic guy. But no, I mean I don't know him personally. I've never shook his hand.
Well, he's all about disabled children and all that. And of course, we are too. And I was going to try to go through that channel, maybe get this song to him. And you don't never know. But I'm just, like I said, I'm impressed how much it's really blown up on Facebook and YouTube, and matter of fact, on a lot of platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And but Betty, I thank you so much, honey, and God bless you. And if everybody would go to subscribe to my channel off my website, it'd be greatly appreciated. RickyBeavers.com, and like, and on my Facebook, like and follow. I'm not into politics. I'm just in for what is right.
Yeah,
for the American people.
Well, I'm in politics, but I'm in what's right. I'm not one-sided. Let me just put it that way.
Right. Same here. I'm the same way. I just want what's done right. I'm afraid we're headed for a World War III, and that's what I'm really on my mind a lot. And we're 95% there, to be honest.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So Betty, thank you so much, and God bless you. And again, thank you for everything that you do, Angel.
Yeah, God bless you too, and everything that you do. And we're gonna get that ranch, the children's ranch, up and running.
Was that your battery on your car, or was that your alternator?
No, it was the battery. It was the battery.
Well, bless you hard.
I thought it was. I was for sure. I thought it was the battery, and then I was for sure it was the alternator. And then, like I said, I was talking about it, and then all of a sudden, Dolly ended up reaching out to me and saying, "Look, you're running off your alternator." He's like, "It's got to be your battery, otherwise your car would not move. You can't just crank it up." He's like, "It's got to be the battery." And then,
right.
of course, it went from that to, "Hey, can you make a bid on the turtle lamps for me?"
Wow.
And I'm like, "Sure."
No,
I said, "What's my budget?" He's like, $200. Those lamps went for $800. I wasn't even gonna when it got over 200. Like it was literally over $200 before the bidding even started. And I'm like, poor Dolly, he's not getting this turtle lamp.
Bless his heart. But Betty, thank you so much, and you and I'll be talking real soon. And let's just join in together to make it better for everybody in America.
Yeah.
And put a stop to a lot of this stuff that's going on, shouldn't be going on. And I'm beside you all the way.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, my friend. Well, God bless you, and take care. I got to run. I got to get out of the house. Okay. I've got a meeting at 9, and I got to go.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
God bless you. God bless you. Bye-bye. All right. I'm turning off the phones because sorry. I wish I could. Well, one more call. This is Betty.
Bullhorn Betty. It is Stephers.
Hey, Stephers. How are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm a little tired, but other than that, and I've got meetings out the wazoo today, so.
Well, that's cool, though. I love it when we have Bullhorn Betty proactive. You're always like on your game, Like,
except
boom,
last
boom,
week. Last
boom.
week I was sulking over the computer, and then I was sulking over my friends all fighting, and then I was like, do I really want to come back alive? Do I want to deal with it? But now things have calmed down a little bit.
Do, but just don't. I like it that your stance is like, I am not involved.
I just can't. Well, I just can't,
but I'm not
because
gonna let someone talk about me.
Yeah, but everybody fights on here, and it's like, and then as time, because time does cure everything, and then everybody gets, starts talking again, and then I just don't want to be put in that position where people think I'm bad. Oh, there's the alarm going off.
Oh, you don't want to be the asshole?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Damn. I know, that's what I always say. Like, you ain't gonna make me the asshole of the group. No way.
Right.
I'm neutral here. No way. I don't even know what you're talking about today. I literally
it's just
and I'm like, I need to call.
Apparently Marissa and House of Williams got into it. I'm not sure what.
Oh no, I'm saying I don't know what your topic of your live is today. I just literally called you because I told you.
So we went over a doctor here in Pinellas County, Florida, that killed an attorney and just got arrested.
Oh my!
Yeah, it's crazy. And then we went over some other stuff with the Kohberger stuff, but that's about it.
Oh right. No, I haven't followed that as much. I'm just waiting for that trial. That's all. I'm just gonna wait for the trial, and then I'll watch it. But other than like following, like I followed some of the day that you were reading the thing. I with all the evidence and stuff.
Yeah.
I listened to that. I just think that guy really scares me really, really bad, because how many more of those people are out there?
Yeah. But I'm upset. I got to be honest with you. I'm upset about the whole, Brian Kohberger is innocent threads on Reddit. Like, I understand that people have their opinions, whether somebody's innocent or guilty, and that's perfectly fine for each person to have. But to sit there and say that a family of a murdered kid is trying to have a publicity stunt, I think is just disgusting. That's what this one Reddit, and I even called him out by name. He writes on here. This was 3 days ago, and this is posted under the Brian Kohberger Moscow Reddit thread, and his name is reflection-negative. And it says, resolve his latest publicity stunt. It's not a publicity stunt. They're trying to find answers for their daughter that was brutally murdered.
Exactly. I'm like shocked.
These people have got to, it is, first of all, whether you think somebody's innocent or guilty, not to have empathy or sympathy for a family that has lost a 21-year-old child while she's
in
slept
such
in
a
bed
brutal way
is disgusting.
And it's brutal.
Yeah.
It's like, it wasn't like, oh, she was just murdered. No, she was brutally murdered.
Yes.
Like none other in our country's ever experienced in my lifetime, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And this is, and not only that, but he fits the profile to a T now that he's been uncovered. I mean, his past, his background, his behavioral issues, all of this really does kind of bode with.
How did they not? Like, I don't mean to interrupt you. How did they not know that there was something wrong, not right with him?
I think he knew.
I'm not saying they knew he was a murderer, but they had to know there's something not right with him.
But listen to this. Every bit of research I've done on serial killers, it seems like they had issues with their mama.
Ooh. See, I've heard that. Like, either they were too close to their moms.
Or the majority of them, their moms didn't love them. Didn't give them the attention that they needed.
Them.
Yeah. And everybody keeps talking about Brian Kohberger's parents being the nicest people in the world. And while people can be the nicest people in the world, showing affection and attention doesn't mean that you have to be a nasty person. You can be the nicest person and not love anybody.
Right. Oh yeah. I've known really so my family is very huggy, where I love you every second, every time we leave.
Yeah. That's the way my family is too.
Right. And I've met other families that they're just like, see ya, no hugs, no nothing.
Never tells you they love you when they get off the phone. Like, that's a major thing with my family. Every time you hang up the phone, you always say, I love you. And
too.
Yeah, and there's just some people that don't even say bye. It's like the conversation's over and you get the click.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't say goodbye. Oh, it's okay. That's what we do. Weird.
Yes.
You know, it's just weird.
That's antisocial behavior. Antisocial behavior. Conversation's over.
It is. Antisocial people weird me out anyways. Because I don't know if they're a serial killer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being real. Like even that, you know, in school, like, well, okay, so I told my son, I don't know if this is a good parent thing or not, but when he was like in kindergarten, I was like, whatever you do, you never eat glue, Oscar. And he goes, ew, I would never eat glue. I'm like, the weird kids eat glue, so don't eat it, okay? And then he came back to me a few years later and he's like, Mom, you were so right. And I'm like, about what? He goes, weird kids eat glue.
That's too
funny. And I was like, oh. He goes, and this is what he said to me. I don't even know if this is the. He goes, it's the kids that don't talk, Mom. And I go, what? He goes, it's just the kids.
Kids that don't talk.
Is it tied to this glue eating Elmer's?
I think it's
eating glue or eating Elmer's glue. Does it do something to their brains?
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, listen, Steffers, we're gonna have to catch this up this afternoon because I've got a 9:00 appointment, so I need to get out.
Oh, that's okay. I just wanted to call and say hi. It meant so much to me. You're like, I missed you calling me.
I do.
I didn't even know. So I was like, I'm gonna call her this morning and tell her hello. I don't even know what they were talking about. But alrighty.
We're talking about true crime.
You have a wonderful day. We're talking about, I know, but any true crime is good to me. You have a wonderful day, buddy. Have a wonderful day, chat.
You too, Steffers. You too. God bless you. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. She was the one that started the coffee beans. Her little coffee beans. we stole that from her. So anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in this morning. Sorry it's a shorter live. We're going to be kicking off this week. We're going to be doing a lot this week, especially in light of my light week last week. So we're going to be building up some lives this week. We're going to try to do a couple a day and hone in. I may even do some videos on some of the stuff that I forget to get to or whatnot. But we will be back here this afternoon because I want to go further in depth on some of the Kohberger stuff, as well as some of this new stuff related to this plastic surgeon in Pinellas County. This is a very interesting case. I mean, think about how crazy it is. He went into a law firm, hid in the bathroom, killed a man in the law firm bathroom, cleaned it up, and left. That's what's being alleged here. It is insane. So this afternoon, don't worry, Matt, because I'm going to be coming back live this afternoon, and we're going to be diving a little more in depth this afternoon, especially on this plastic surgeon, because this plastic surgeon, this is a crazy case. It's right in our backyard. We may be having a field trip in the next day or two to get a little more insight on this. So stay tuned. We'll see you soon. And God bless each and every one of you. Today is the kickoff. It's Monday. It's the kickoff to the rest of the week. I hope you guys are enjoying your week so far. Go make it a great week. Only you are the person that can make your destiny come true. So if you want a great week this week, you strive to have a great week this week. Guys, don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound to cure. And until next time, good day and be kind to one another.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.